Well, welcome to my craft room. Let's take a step inside and have a little look after a lot of work, cleaning, putting together furniture. Here she is, all finished. So welcome to my craft room tour. So here at the front entrance, I've got my little fly wire thing that I picked up thrifting for about $3. So I sit in here crafting, and that's our main, that's the courtyard and the back entrance there. So I feel connected to the house, so it's quite nice sitting here with the door open. So this is the inside, and that's obviously my crocodile there. And that's a little reindeer that I got in some Happy Mail that I've got set up for Christmas. I did have a metallic board set up here, but it fell down. You can see just there the adhesive, so we're going to try and get that back up again. These little tins here I actually ended up getting from a neighbour, and they were just little deodorant tins, and I used Tracy Fox's tin toppers. I had to slightly cut it down a little bit, but I've got in there my sequins, and then I just put a little bit of a magnetic disc on the back, and for now they just sit there nicely. And I've got them coming up and down the drain pipe as well. This is just a spare tripod that I've got, and this is a nice little stand which I thought fitted just nicely in this little corner here. And in here I just put excess tags. In here I've got, you know, your clothing label tags, and just some odds and sods. I'm still working out what it is that I need to do. This is my little tote bag, which is quite empty now because I've got drawers, but I just sit that there. So this is my camera set up, and it's quite good because it's clamped on the desk there, and then I can just spin it around and just play around with it at whatever angle I need it to be to film my videos. So that can just tuck away nicely there, and I don't have to pull it out, so it just makes filming very easy. So I'm just going to flip the camera around now. This is my desk. This is one of the bench tops from IKEA, and I've just got the pole leg down there, and I've got my bin under there. And that's just a bed there that I've put out for my cat. So that's my setup there. So dog treats for Boo. That's a little tin there that I keep all my clusters. I just have them sitting there, so that's nice so I can remember that they're there now. These are I think they're sort of Alex drawer toppers. So the top drawer, now I don't mind them. Some ladies complain because they don't fully pull out, but to me, the way I've got it set up, I can put my paper trimmer there, and there's my stamping platform, and there's my scoreboard, and I love that. And it's okay, like I don't mind it. Like I've got my wipes in there, and they're my phone books that I use when I'm punching holes in my signature for bookbinding. And in here I just call that my Happy Mail drawer. There's some things in there that I do need to film. I haven't had a chance to do that yet, but that was some lovely altered card there that I got, and I love that. Okay, the cat. So this is some of my wooden stamp collections, so I've got them on display so I remember to use them. So in there I have got just little dishes and plates, just the little odds and sods that I just want to use up. So I just got to keep them in there when I finish projects and I pack away, and there's always those tiny little odds and sods there. This is my paper corner trimmer that I put there. That's my little glue dangle there that did fall apart a little bit, but I think I've worked out a way that I can stop that. So I'm just, I guess it's my prototype that I'm playing around with at the moment. Okay, so that's my Skatus, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's my Skatus pegboard, which I absolutely love. So I'll just go through what's on this side here. So obviously I've got a couple of punches there. That is like one of those memory keeper. It's a photo corner maker. I haven't quite worked out how to use that yet, so I've played around with it, but I haven't had time to really properly look at it. And then there's like a hole punch. That's some painter's paper that I'm playing around with. They're all my scissors, and there's some more stamps up there. So I've just got hooks that I've hung the scissors off. Those trays are all part of the accessories that you can buy. So if you go this way, you have to use the IKEA accessories that come with it, but I like them. They're very good, so they suit my purposes. But there's some more little trays that I've put there, and that's my acrylic paints there, and in here are all my glues, and I have got some inks, because then this is my inking, where I keep all my ink, my ink pads and my distress pads. Up the top there, I've just got one of those paper wire holders, I think they're called, and I've just got some washies up there. They're just sort of leftover washies. And here I've got my alphabet stamps. This one here is just my handmade by Katrina stamp, and then this stamp here, just some more numbers. And on the back there, this is my Shirley Temple box that I picked up in Facebook Marketplace. I won't take it out because it's kind of tucked in the back there. And perhaps if I move that down, these are some retro recipe cards there. So I've just got those there, just to remind me I've got them, and you know that they're pretty to look at. So this box here I picked up off Facebook Marketplace for like $10. So but I do have some foam board, and I have seen that some ladies make these in foam board, so I'm going to have a go at doing that, because as you can see I've pretty much filled it up, so I'm going to have another go at making another one. Okay, so on this side I have got the IKEA containers. They slide out like so. They're quite a good size, so I've got 18 of them, and I'm still playing around with what I'm filling them up with. But for example, that one there, I've got those two there, I've got chipboard shapes. That's some sea glass. There's some typewriter keys that I made, and they're just sea beads, and they're more beads. These are some bows. That's unicorn stuff. Yeah, this is mica that I ordered from America that cost me a fortune, so I don't want to use it because it cost me so much, but I will. And they're magnets. They're just some gem stones. Down here are brads, and I've got some like little book rings, I think they're called. Binder rings, I'm not really sure what they're called. There's some book plates. They're like the metal ones. I ordered a whole bunch of them, so when I make journals I can use those as the covers. Trying to put it back, it fell, so I thought I'd show it to you. That's the lid, and it's got these three little prongs, so you just take them and you just put them in the little holes. And then this one here, where the lip is, there's a little slide. It just slides in. There you go, like so. So I ordered these ages ago and I've never used them. But this is what I mean. By having them out, it's going to remind me that I've got them. So the idea with these is that you put them on a book page, but then you put a pretty picture underneath. So they're Tim Holtz. And oh, this is a hinge and a clasp that I'm got in a box, which I'll probably show you a bit later on. So these are all my inks, and these are my liquid pearls, and this is my embossing powders here, some glitter, and there's all my distress inks, my sprays, etc. So just on this side here, that's just all my vintage ephemera. And when I was sorting it through, I was surprised at how much I actually had. I've got cords everywhere because I'm trying to get light for the video. That's a little Holly Hobby picture. When I was collecting for my Holly Hobby journal, I found that in an op shop for only a few dollars, so I was really pleased about that. Now when you go into op shops and see Holly Hobby stuff, it costs a fortune. They've really cottoned on that we are loving all this vintage. Okay, so those folders there are full of my die cuts. This is a little tutorial that I followed for Bohemian Gypsy, and I used some old newspaper print, and they're quite good. I wouldn't mind redoing them. I didn't have all the supplies, but they're okay. This is my laptop, which I just put in the corner here. And I'm hoping I can watch YouTube videos while I craft. So this top drawer here is just some more inks, and that's a mini envelope maker. This little box here is full of faded little stickers that I found when I was op shopping at the Malaga markets. There's a gentleman that's got a lovely shop there. I'm going to go back because he had some really good stuff. That's a pencil case that I've got full of some markers. So I want to make some rolled up pencil holders because I've got Copic pens and Tomboy markers, so I want to, when I make them, they'll roll up into little circles, and that's my plan, to store them there. So I think that's everything on my desk. So above me is a Kallax system. So it's a 4x8, and up the top I've got some baskets. I do have actually another basket that I can put in that spot. I have got a step ladder that I keep in here, but I have taken it out just while I've been filming. So in this cube here I've got some magazine holders, and in there is things like watercolour paper and, you know, your little 6-inch 6x6 paper pads. I've got some A5 craft brown paper, and yeah, just little odds and sods. There's some piano paper. That middle one there is a unfinished project. It's a teddy bear journal. I've probably got enough to make 3 teddy bear journals in there, and I do want to sort through that box. That's one of my next jobs actually. I have sorted through most of my craft stuff now, so there's probably literally only like that container and maybe 1 or 2 other boxes, and we're talking small boxes that I need to go through. So that box there, I've got all your alphabet letters. That is a Tim Holtz trinket box, which I luckily got that very cheap on Facebook Marketplace. Those are empty, but I will, you know, I'm just looking for the right thing to put in them. They're unfinished projects. One of them is Australian journal stuff. There's Oriental journal stuff in there. I've got some Harry Potter papers left over, and I think autumn journal and sewing theme journal. So there's probably about 4 or 5 packets of when I collect for journals. I just so this one here, for example, I'll just pull it down. I think I've grabbed 2, 3. So these are the old plastic wrappers when you get sheets. This is steampunk. I'm just collecting a few things for steampunk, and I just turned them, I just sewed them up a little bit and put some nice pretty lace on them, and I just use them just as a cheap way to store things when I'm collecting. There's another one there that I did, that one worked out really good. That's my autumn. I don't know, I just love autumn, so I just tend to make a journal every autumn. So this one I think is empty, or actually I think that's just full of scraps that I need to go through. I don't remember. Yeah, I think these are empty. I think in the process of me cleaning up I've managed to empty those out. These are fantastic. They're your little photo storage containers, and this one here is a new one because I filled up the other ones, but this one here, for example, has got, that is full of just fussy cut and just different themed journals, which I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into. This one here is this is another one of those photo case holders, and that is full. Every single one of those is full. This little box here, that's what the clasp, sorry, pull that down. I picked this up op shopping, and I'm trying to do this with one hand. I have got these giant index cards, and I didn't have a container to go in with them because the lid had broken, and I just didn't like keeping the plastic lid, you know, the plastic container with the broken lid. But when I was cleaning up, I thought, I wonder if that'll fit. So that fits perfectly. So I'm hoping that those hinges and that little clasp, if I've measured correctly, they should fit there perfectly. So I'm thinking about, sanding this down and decoupaging it, but for now it's fine. I'm really happy with that. So those are some rubber stamps with sentiments. I did a tutorial on how I organised and sorted that. This little file folder here is just full of my stencils, and that's pretty much it. I think there's just this one here, and this is just an old photo album which has got some really neat paper in it. It's kind of like vellum paper, which I finally found. I bought it probably a couple of years ago and I just could never find it, so when I cleaned up I found it, so that's there, so I can print on that as well. These are full of just envelopes and yeah, just specialty things for journals that I can pull out. There's some more envelopes that I keep, which are really handy to decorate and put in journals. This is my Kallax unit. This is a 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is a 5 by 5. This, I think, pretty sure this is the biggest Kallax unit that you can get. So if I start up the top here, this is where I keep, this is just an old document holder, but it's in really good condition, and I'm debating what to use that for, or if I might even list that in my Etsy shop because it's in really good condition and I just don't know if I'm going to use it. That's my limited edition Harry Potter collection. There's my Harry Potter journal, so I might link the video to that one. That's been quite a popular video, that one, so I do a full flip through of the contents of that. That is a lovely steampunk journal that I got in a journal swap that I did. Absolutely gorgeous. So that goes up there. These are some journals that I've made. This is my Holly Hobby one, that's my recipe one, that's a gardening one. This is my little golden book one, which I don't think I've ever filmed a flip through of that. That's my desert island challenge that I did for Nick Smith's challenge a couple of years ago. That's an old Christmas journal that I had made. There's my stamps. There's some journals that I've got listed on my Etsy. That's another one that I just need to finish off. It's a little mini one. This in here is a signature swap that I participated in and I've just got to bind it and I want to do a corset binding, so I've put it all together, and that's another project that I need to do. These are just some lovely personal books. That's an Alice Through Wonderland book that I've picked up that I will use for some journals, and that's a lovely couple of old books that I got when Mum passed away, and I went through her stuff and I found those. I remember going through those as a kid, so I was really delighted to find those. Okay, so this one here, these are just, you can buy these from IKEA. Just having a look what's, oh yeah, that's a unfinished project in there, but I've just collected all the contents. Oh, that's empty. Oh, that's all my Christmas stuff. That's another one I need to go through. And then down here, actually what I might do is I might just go across. So these are old books that I use for the pages. So behind, sorry, I'll just pull these down. These are all children's books, and this is left over from when I did my Holly Hobby journal, and I think I will make that into another Holly Hobby journal and list that on my Etsy. These are just a couple of, you know, the tale of Johnny Town Mouse and the story of Miss Moppet. So this one is a childhood one of my own, and it escapes me where I got that one, but there is a little bit of a story behind where I got that. But anyway, that is another one I found just recently. I've just started collecting for Alice in Wonderland, so that's all full of Alice in Wonderland, you know, napkins and pretty little doilies and cards and stickers and things. So this is some more books that I use for the pages. 1930s fashion. I can't wait to get into that one. Yeah, some really lovely books in there that I'm looking forward to doing some of the lady themed journals in there. These are some pegs. These ones are just raw pegs, but some of these have been altered and got washi tape and been painted and stuff, so they're really good to use in journals as well. This one here is some more books that I use for my junk journals. They're like illustrated dictionaries, and there's all my botanical and bird ones there. And that's a flower press that I found up shopping, and I think there's actually some flowers in there pressing at the moment. There's some more book pages there. There's my Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady. I've got 2 of those, and just some botanical books and fairy books, I believe I've got there. That's a mini journal that I made, and I absolutely adore that. And there's some little charms that dangle down, so that was lovely to be able to display that. So moving down, this is a paper storage rack that I got from Arnold's Craft and Scrapbooking in Queensland. I ordered it online. It was pretty expensive to get it here, but I was very happy to do it. This whole setup wasn't actually too expensive, I will say. I guess if you add up everything over like, you know, the floor I got concreted and the actual construction, all that, I'm not even going to count that, but actually decking it out into my craft room was not that bad. IKEA furniture is pretty economical. But they're just all my like different scrapbooking. This is my Tim Holtz. That's straw paper from Roxy Creations. That's just some more scrapbooking paper just to remind me of what I've got. That's kind of metallic paper. This is my acetate and vellum here. That's some just plain scrapbooking, well, 12 by 12 inch, just to do franking papers. That's some cardstock, chipboard, I think that is, a packet of chipboard, and just some more letters there. And that one is a 12 by 12 laminating paper, which I picked up op shopping. This is some more paper that I've just stored like in little packets and things. So it's quite good having it set up like that. I still need to sort that through properly. I would like to do it in, yeah, just sort of get more of these little plastic pockets here. But yeah, these are scraps actually, so it's good to just flip through these and remember that I've got them. And these are some vintage books, and they're teddy bear magazines that I've got, so it's good to have those there to remind me that they're there. Again, I got this one from Arnold Craft and Scrapbooking in Queensland, and they're just little drawers that pull out. And this one here is some vintage ledger paper that I got off Etsy, and this one here is a Needlework and Crafts. It's a 1968 magazine, and I have used a few pages in there in journals. Okay, this one here is my doilies, and there's some more paper in there. This is just some computer paper, and this is some file folders that I cut up ready to go to make more the traveller note style journal sizes. And that's just more papers. I probably need to go through that one a little bit more. Okay, this is my drawer unit that I did a tutorial on. I've got a video, so I'll link that video up as well. I have emptied out some of these, so I will again find things that I can put in there. They're just like bits of jewellery, they're white flowers, they're like mini tags and stuff. So yeah, just little, they're little altered metal clips that were given to me, and I never knew what to do with them, but one day I sat down and I just turned them into that. So I guess they're like brads as well, so they're a bit fun that I can now use as embellishments. Okay, so now we're coming to all the drawers, and I think I'll just do like 2 down and go across like that. So these ones here are my wooden stamps, and they're still in like containers. And this one down here, these are more my mini stamps. So for example, I've got these cute little ones, and I've got these like little Alice in Wonderland stamps. So there's four of those. So yeah, they're more in my mini ones, and I want to stamp them off. So I've put that all together because that's just a job that I'll do one day. So coming across here, these are just like my Tim Holtz stamps and just my more kind of expensive stamps. These ones here are my silicone stamps. So these ones I do want to sort out better, but for now I've just got them like that. And this one here, these are my dies, and these are the ones in cases and things. And these are my dies that are loose. So I did a tutorial on these little envelopes, so I will link that above. And this one here, this is my Harry Potter drawer. So this is all my leftover bits, and also I collect, because I've made three Harry Potter journals now, so I want to make another one. That's another thing that I've got on the agenda. These are my embossing folders. These are flashcards and playing cards. And this one here are just games, like bingo games and more flashcards and things. Okay, so coming back this way, they're all my double-sided sticky tapes and my 3D glue spots and things like that. Down here is my Tyvek and strong no sew, I think that's like a bonding, heat bonding fabric. That's craft text, things like that. In here are my napkins. I don't know how I can sort them out any more than that. And that's more napkins and the Tim Holtz rice paper that I've got there. These are my wax seals and my wax. And these are Christmas napkins. So I think these are just my Etsy stock. Yeah, this is just stuff that I've listed on my Etsy shop. Okay, so down the bottom I've got all these little tins, and in there is all my glues and Mod Podge, things like that. That one's empty, so it's kind of good to have a little bit more space still. These are more book pages that I want to go through, but some of those, like I've got these Reader's Digest ones, I've got plans for journals for those. This is my glue gun and my heat guns, glue sticks, things like that, and my fuse tool. And I've also got a soldering iron in there, and that's all my camera, leads, cords, lights, things like that. That's a laminating machine. Just in that corner there I've got that's like a cutting mat, and that one there is what I was talking about at the beginning of the video. We want to get that back up so I can put those little tins with the sequins. I was wondering where I put that. That's exactly where I put that. So this is what I would call my little Etsy shop area, although it's not really. This is where I pack my orders, and so up the top there I have got boxes. So I think I managed to empty that box out that had my unfinished projects in there, but I think I've managed to empty that out now. I think that top one's empty, but that bottom one has got cardstock in there. This one here, let's see if I can get this down. So I decided to pull it down because it was quite heavy. This box here I got, again, just searching around and hunting around. And I picked it up for, I think it was like $10, but the lid was broken on it. And it's an old case. So my plans were I was going to try and restore it and decoupage it, but no matter what I did, I couldn't seem to work out how to fix the lid on it. So I took it to a luggage place, and he charged me a lot of money. I can't remember how much it was, but I think it was like $120 or something, and he fixed the lid. But you know what, it's such a beautiful piece. You win some and you lose some, but he's fixed it all up for me. So I put all my paper packs in there now, so a bit empty because I've got to do some more paper packs. But that's what I keep them in. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love, love, love this box. So I am going to decoupage the top at some point, and I might even decoupage that. I don't know, we'll see, because I do like that old look. But yeah, it's a little story on that one. Okay, so that one there are just some empty trays. I find them quite good when I'm actually working on journals, that I can just pack everything away in them. And these are some of these storage box 12 by 12, so haven't quite got around to using those yet. Again, up the top I've just got a little bit of storage space there. That's some cardboard that you use to make journals with, so that's where I keep those. And they're just some old prints that can't fit in the house for now, so they're just up there. That's my mixed media stuff, so I've got like paints and texture pastes. Well, I used to have that in there actually. I think I've moved that into those boxes. So that's just more, yeah, roller brushes and my watercolor pencils and watercolors and things like that is in there. That's just a tool kit toolbox from Bunnings. I'd love to get one of those Tim Holtz covered ones, but yeah, it'd probably be way too expensive. So this is my collection of my little golden books, and I've got some really lovely ones there. So I've pulled these Christmas ones out because I would like to get working on those. And these are like my vintage finds. So these are some beautiful little vintage flashcards that I've got. That little tin is full of vintage postcards. This has got little vintage flashcards in there. And behind here are just more of your vintage type books, which I'll end up using in the little golden books. So that's why I've put them here. Love little golden books. So I want to start making some of those soon. That's some more like letter writing kits, but they're more vintage ones, and that's my vintage gardening cards. So we're coming to the Etsy side of things now. So I've got a lamp here. I'll see if I can push that aside. I'm just trying to, I've got to get lighting on here. But yeah, in these three here, they're just like little digi prints that I've got ready to cut out and make into little thank you cards and things. That's music paper in there, and this is all my Etsy wrapping stuff. And yeah, so I've already gone through those drawers, so let me just move the light around here. Okay, so this is my desk. I got this from Bunnings, and this has always been in here. And so this is like, this little drawer here has just got my little stickers in there. They're just little things I've made, button cards and stuff. And they're my stamps, which I need to go through those. And that's for my yarn. I've got to cut some more of these up. They're just like the little bobbin, card bobbins that I wrap the yarn in. So there's some brown paper bags there. It's an empty box. You know, just if I need to use it as a mailer. Sticky tape, and I love this little stapler. It's really tiny, and I've always had it. So I managed to find stapler refills for it, and so I didn't have to pay a fortune for it. But it's really, really tiny little staples in there, which I use for my Etsy orders. So in that little box there, I've just got my postcards that I use for my orders, some business cards. So this is my second Skaters pegboard. So in a little letter rack that's got postage labels and things in there. That's some string. That's my set of digital scales. That little wooden box there is all just full of tags that I've made. So I guess it's like an ideas box. So yeah, everything I've made in there, and I'm hoarding it. But it's more ideas. Actually, this is really cool. I followed one of Artie Mays's tutorials with her jelly printing, and I made all these cards, and these are just off old wrapping. You know, when you buy craft supplies and you get, isn't that cute? And you get the you know, the wrapping, and then you get the cardboard. So I just spent a day just playing around with that. So yeah, things like that love, but I don't want to use yet. So these little these are from IKEA, but they're not part of the Skaters accessories, but they do fit if you put two hooks together like that. They fit like that. So they're my Tomboy markers, or Tombow markers I think they're called, my Copics. My roller, the name escapes me at the moment, and paintbrushes, and they're just pens and things. Okay, so they're my Martha Stewart punches, and here I've got, when I do my wax seals, I've got some oven you know, that oven craft paper. Well, it's oven lining paper. It's heat proof, so I use that. That is some leather paper that I've not used yet. Actually, I need a metal tag ring maker to finish an idea I've got for that. They're my ribbon trims, and there's some more. And these are, yeah, just some tape measures. This one here, I've just got loose ribbons. I do want to cut some more. Like that one, for example, is some rickrack that I found op shopping. It's got a beautiful metallic sheen on it, so that's what I want to do, is cut more of these bobbin cards out and wrap all that in there. That's an old enamel candle holder that I've actually got some seed beads. That'll probably end up going in my sewing room. Yes, you heard it. I am now working on my sewing room. That's my washi tape holder, and that is a cake stand that I've got more washi tapes. So this rack here has always been in here. That stuff in the corner there is my soap making and candle making stuff. Those boxes there are what I've got planned to put my paper packs in, because I'm going to, like I said, I've got lots of books I want to gut and make paper packs up, so I will end up putting them in there. And these ones here are full of hardware, so bead making and charms and things like that. Like, for example, like I do need to sort through all those there. They were sorted, but they've just got so much stuff in them now. And this is really quite handy because on the top I've got all my pliers and stuff and all my jump rings. And then if you open this, they've got these little trays. And I find that pretty good. But I do need to sort through them just a little bit more because they're just a little bit too much in there. This one has got Christmassy stuff in it, but I will go through that. I think that's empty. This is something that I do want to do. I bought this marbling kit, so just having it out reminds me that it's all here. That's an old paper trim that I got, and it's very dusty. I haven't really been in and cleaned this part, but actually I've cleaned the boxes down, but that it still needs a wiping over. That's my Big Shot machine. That one there is it's clean. It's a big glass flagon bottle, and I make that Castile liquid soap, and I need to make some more. So that's, I'm gonna probably run that through the dishwasher and try and get all that inside stuff cleaned out a bit better. So down here, in this box here, like these, it was something I'd done a few years ago, and I was going to get rid of them, but I thought I would hold on to them just a little bit longer. That box there is full of my uncle's photo albums, or is that just files? No, I think that's just files that probably eventually can get thrown away. That one there is my uncle's photos, my late uncle's photos. This is all my little golden book. I'm going to make little golden book junk journal kits up, and that's what I've been collecting for. Those two boxes down there are my Christmas boxes. That one's empty. I'm assuming that when I do my little golden book kits that it's probably going to end up filling both of those up. And then under here I've just got various papers. I do know what's there. I just yeah, it's kind of a bit messy. They're all my rolls of paper. They're wallpaper and yeah, just rolls of paper. Those two boxes down there is more scrapbook paper. That's cardstock, coloured paper. They're manila folders, and they're just all specialty papers that I end up using in the junk journals. And that's my trolley, my craft trolley. That's the IKEA one. I think it's called the Raskog. Gosh, I should have looked up these names. I used to have these full. Let me come around this way. I've got 3 of them, so only one of them is in here. I used to have them full, but they've all been pretty much emptied, and so I'm just trying to work out what I'm going to use those for. So when I've got that all sorted out, I might do another video on that one there. So I think that's it, guys. I hope this is being enjoyable for you and giving you some ideas. Any questions you've got, please put it in the comments and I'll do my best to answer. If I've missed anything or rushed anything too much, just let me know. But I feel so good that I finally got this all done, and I'm feeling very organised, so now I can focus on a bit more crafting and knowing where everything is. Alright guys, bye.